Hey guys, I am here with the 2019 Lexus LX570. Why is it the 570? For the 5.7 liter V8. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you can, please press the subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. I love that. This here is the 3-row SUV, and it levels out around $100,000, which I know is going to freak a lot of people out. But if you look at some of its competitors, including those from Mercedes and BMW, it's right in that luxury SUV sweet spot. Here are 4 things I really liked about this car. One of the things that makes the LX feel smaller than it actually is its incredible visibility. This enormous windshield really helps. The placement of the pillars is great. It also has rear traffic alert with blind spot monitoring, which works really well. I also love the climate concierge, which sensed whether or not I had passengers that need cooling. If your typical day is anything like mine, you probably have a full day of work, then you've got to do carpool, then you're running to Target and trying to get those groceries in your 3rd row SUV. Check this out. Alrighty. Pretty sweet. Another feature I found I really enjoyed in this vehicle was the cool box. That's right, it's a fridge for your car. I've always wondered why car manufacturers don't do this in every vehicle. If they have AC all over the place, why can't they just put it in here? Well, thank you, Lexus. Now, my bubbly water is nice and cool. Plus, my lip gloss doesn't melt. Sweet. And while those features are great, here are 2 incredibly annoying things it's hard for me to get over. There's no way to sugarcoat this. The dashboard is simply a hot mess. It's got buttons. It's got an analog clock. It's got a shifter. It's got knobs. It's got all kinds of controls that are just messy as hell and redundant. Sometimes you'll see a control on a screen, then you'll find it on a button, then you'll find it all over again. It's enough to make you dizzy while you're driving. Then there's the joystick. Listen, I can't use this thing. It was way too sensitive. It made me totally nuts. I found that I had to stare at the screen because I didn't know what I was doing. And then the climate control, there were certain things I could only control on the screen, and that made me absolutely nuts. Hey, maybe you'll like it. Now, about that grille. This 2019 LX has incorporated some of their new design language, particularly this enormous grille, which normally I would like to make fun of at this point in the video. But you know what? With the scale of the LX570, I kind of think it works. Sure, it's obnoxious. Sure, it's ridiculous. But you know what? I'm kind of into it. Now let's talk about the drive. For most users of this car, you're not going to be going off-road a whole bunch, but you may be going on really rough roads. So I did a little bit of that, and I found it to be incredibly smooth, both on regular roads as well as dirt and poorly maintained roads. However, I did find that the 5.7 liter V8 was just a little underpowered for my taste. With only 383 horsepower, I could have used a little more juice. And finally, the back seat. Do you ever feel guilty putting grown-ups in the back seat? Not in this vehicle. It's got this sweet, very grown-up center console that allows you to control your own temperature, your butt warmer, your butt cooler, and has a nice little compartment where you can keep your remote. The ultimate road trip vehicle.